What's going on, YouTube world, and welcome back to the Shred Academy for some more mountain bike skills coaching. Have you ever heard the term whip for show, corner for dough? That's because it takes more skill to go faster in corners than it does to go fast in straights or to jump. And even if you're not racing and you're just out to have fun with your friends and hit the jumps, I don't know of a single trail that you don't have to corner on. And do you really want to keep getting dropped in the corners by your friends? Let's start off by defining steering versus cornering. Now, steering is changing direction by literally just turning the handlebar. So steering, turning the handlebar. And cornering is changing direction by leaning the bike over and slightly turning the handlebar. So it's a combination of leaning and steering. Now, if you're steering, you're just using the tread pattern that's on top. So as you change direction, your tire has a bigger chance of sliding forward. If you're cornering, you're actually using the cornering knobs. And as we lean and turn, we have a lot more stability and we're not able to push through the corner as easy as I can push through here. Recap, steering, cornering. To effectively corner, we need to create body-bike separation so we can have successful body-bike movement. And to achieve that, we want to start with proper form. So let's check that out. Now, just like all my other videos, we're going to start off in the same position, the same attack or slightly relaxed attack position. So we're going to go through it, but if you already know, you can skip ahead. A proper attack position is really going to center your body weight over the center of the bike. And from the side, we get a really good look at this attack position. You can see my head is up and my eyes are looking down trail. My upper body is angled over the top tube at about a 40 to 45 degree angle. From the front, you can see I have nice wide elbows. Now, they're not ridiculously wide, they're comfortable, but they're not falling in close to my upper body. You can also see that I've got one finger braking, my weight centered over the bike side to side. You can also see that I've got a slight bend in my legs, and my feet are somewhat in this wedged position, putting even pressure on front and rear tire. One of the most important parts is to keep all your weight in your feet. What I mean is, as you're bent over the bike, your upper body's weight is held up by your core muscles. So even in my full attack position, I literally can take my hands off and there's like no weight on the handlebar. So no upper body weight placed in your hands on the bars. Got it. So now we have some really nice posture on the bike. We're set up to absorb some bumps. We're set up to push through bumps. And most importantly, we're not putting our upper body weight into our handlebars. We're holding up that upper body weight by our core and back muscles. Earlier, I mentioned one of the most important parts about cornering is having body-bike separation to create body-bike movement. Now, we've created some body-bike separation by being in this good posture on the bike, but we can create a little more as we create body-bike movement. Now, the first drill that we're going to do to start to learn body-bike separation to achieve body-bike movement is we're going to separate our legs as we stand over top of our bike. Hopefully you're tall enough. And we're going to have our nice postured elbows nice and wide, but we're not trying to exaggerate. Okay, just don't want them in here. This is not going to help us at all cornering. So nice wide elbows, and we're going to lean the bike to one side. Now, as you do that, I want you to take note of my arm position. Notice that this arm, as my handlebar started to move away from me, my inside arm starts to straighten and my outside arm is staying bent. And I want to keep it high and keep it from falling in towards my body. Now we can do the exact same thing the opposite way. Start to lean the opposite way. My inside arm starts to straighten and my outside arm stays high and wide. Simply, guys, whichever way you're leaning the bike, that arm should straighten. And the arm that's away from the direction you're leaning the bike is going to stay bent and high. So once you've got this down, we're going to move on to the next step. And we're going to do this on the bike. So meet me over there. So now we're going to do this rolling at a nice slow to moderate pace. Now, before you get on your bike and just start wiggling around, let's separate these two as much as we can. And to start off, we are gonna keep our pedals level. And as you lean the bike over, whichever way you're leaning the bike, we're not gonna do any cowboy or MotoGP knees. So keep your legs not tucked in touching the bike, but not super out wide, okay? Just how they are when you're riding down the trail. Now, as you do this, you're gonna find that as you lean the bike over, that front wheel is gonna wanna kind of start to turn a little bit. Don't let it. I want you guys to learn to lean the bike over and be using this outside elbow to pull backwards on the handlebar to keep that wheel rolling straight. So to start off, let's lean the bike to rider's right. Now, everybody is gonna be able to lean a little bit farther due to their makeup, their body makeup. Notice how I start drifting to the side there? As you lean the bike away from you, the arm that's straightening is really no longer controlling the bike. You can see that I can actually let go of the handlebar, and my outside elbow, because it's wide, can be counter steering. Notice that you can't do this if you're super low to the bike. There's no room to move the bike. And the same thing if like you're really tall, like we're gonna move I mean, yeah, I guess, but not feeling very comfortable up here. You can't even see me. Once you're comfortable leaning the bike to the right, lean the bike to the left. Again. Besides good arm position, making sure that you're leaning the bike, not your body. You want your body staying directly over top of that bike. You don't want to be leaning with the bike yet. By keeping our weight centered over the top, our weight's driving down into the cornering knobs instead of leaning away from it, and we're starting to push through the cornering knob. We're trying to keep our weight centered over the bike to keep weight driving down to keep traction. Once we get to some actual corners, and more importantly, berms, we'll start to talk about leaning our body over with the bike. But a major point of cornering is leaning the bike, not the body. It's not, and steering. Or the other direction. Once you've started to feel comfortable, just leaning the bike to the right, staying directly on top of it, and you're able to keep riding straight. And the same thing with the opposite side. Start to link them together, leaning the bike to the right, and then to the left, and then back to the right, and so on and so forth. I know we haven't talked about dropping a pedal yet. Hold tight, we're gonna get there. So this is a great parking lot drill for warming up. You'll see racers doing this outside their pits to kind of get loose. Having a nice long area is great. Kind of just one side and the other, keeping your eyes up, trying to stay in line, letting the bike move underneath of you. All right, so we've finally created some body-bike separation and we've achieved some body-bike movement. Now it's time to get the bike leaned over a little farther by dropping the outside pedal. Does your brain hurt yet? I'll try to put this simply. So if I'm leaning the bike to the right, I want to be standing on the left pedal. So you can actually do this to practice this, to kind of get used to. Notice I'm standing over top. Most of my weight now is on my left foot. Notice how that puts direct pressure down into the ground and not through the tire, kind of like this. And the exact opposite, leaning the bike to the left. What do you know? It's the right foot that gets dropped. Who would have thought? And also notice that as I do this, like my hand almost doesn't reach there, okay? And this one's in control. Keep that up here. Now for our next drill is we're gonna start to lean the bike to the right and drop the left pedal. Now, what's gonna happen to our right leg? It's gonna be bent, and we wanna slightly bring our knee over top of the top tube. From the front, it's pretty hard to see that knee tuck over, but from the side, it's super easy to see. You want to tuck that knee kind of in front of that seat, and that's going to allow that bike to lean over, and you'll be able to keep good contact on that pedal. If your leg stays kind of in line with the seat, you're going to feel like you need to bring that knee out for a cowboy leg or a MotoGP knee. I don't want to see any cowboy knees. We're not in a MotoGP, okay? The rest of your form should stay the same. Now, if you want to see this really exaggerated, it'll look like this. Standing up, gonna lean that bike over. Look where my knee's at. You can see it. My foot's still on the pedal over there. Okay, look, I'm even steering. My outside elbow is doing all of this. Not very easy if I bring it in. Now, once you've got that done, we're gonna lean the bike to the opposite side, to the left. And again, guys, remember, everybody has a little more of a comfortable side to lean the bike to until you get really used to it. And even after that, you're still gonna have a direction which you favor cornering. I like cornering right. Cornering left, I'll do it, but I like turning right. So before we get all crazy, we're gonna stay in that attack position and lean that bike, tuck that knee, and keep that outside elbow up. If as you're doing this, you kind of have to remind yourself to straighten the elbow, get the other elbow high. And again, for attack position, drop the foot, lean the bike, elbow high, eyes ahead. I will say I'm kind of over exaggerating a little bit for you guys, but I feel like I'm trying to just make a point as well with this outside elbow. And as I'm doing this, again, my weight is centered in the bike. I'm not over the front. I'm not hanging off the back. All right, once you're feeling pretty comfortable with that, let's go to our final drill of this episode. Remember that I'm going to be breaking these skills down into more refined episodes. So in the next episode, we're actually going to start to change direction. This one's just all about body bike separation and movement, which again is key for cornering. Now we're going to start to lean the bike to one side, drop the outside foot, and then switch to the other side. Now to make this a little simpler for you guys, so you start off on the right foot, wha-bam. As you lean from one side to the other, I just want you guys to take a pedal stroke as you do it. So I'm going to show you guys the correct way here. I'm going to come in, I'm going to drop my one foot, lean the bike, and then I'm going to take a pedal stroke and lean the bike to the other side. As I take another pedal stroke, lean the bike to the other side, all while trying to keep my weight in my feet, keep my body in good posture, and keep looking ahead. Don't be looking here. You guys should see me looking at the camera, even though it's going to be about 50 feet away when I start. So again, do this where you have some space. All right, notice how I'm not going to go really fast, okay? I'm going to lean the bike to the left, pedal stroke, lean the bike to the right. Pedal stroke, lean the bike to the left. And again, pedal stroke to the right. lean the bike to the left, pedal stroke, lean the bike to the right, pedal stroke, lean the bike to the left, and again, pedal stroke to the right. I don't know, you can't do this if you're too low. This is awful. Completely bad. And while this is a great parking lot skill, I mean, this isn't going to get you much anywhere on the trail either, but all right, guys, that's going to do it for this episode on creating good body bike posture to create good body bike separation, which will result in great body bike movement. Now, after this episode, I hope you guys feel super comfortable leaning the bike to one side, keeping that weight on the outside foot, and then changing the lean to the other side and having your body continuously go into its correct positions. If you haven't, that's okay. Keep practicing, guys, and videotape yourselves. I repeat, videotape yourselves. In the next episode, we're finally going to actually start to change direction as we let that front wheel start to dip, and we're going to talk about how your body position will start to change to aid in the direction change. Now, if you liked this video, please let me know in the comments, and always remember to like, share, and subscribe. My paid Patreons make this channel possible by paying my bills by being a Patreon. I don't make a lot of money from YouTube every month. It's my Patreons that really make sure my van payments get made. Thank you so much. So please go become a paid Patreon. You get some perks depending on what level you're at. Now, if this video spoke to you and you'd like to give me a little attaboy, you can use my Venmo or PayPal links in the video description. So until the next episode, guys, make sure to ride hard, ride safe, be kind to each other. If you see me out here at Mountain Creek or one of the races, please come say hello. I'd love to chit chat with you. And who knows, maybe you'll make it on the channel. But until then, guys, rubber side down.